my family, we went out to eat at a restaurant for my grandma's birthday and for New Year's, and we also went and saw Great Debaters.
I went to the movies, spent a lot of time with my family. We went out to eat often. We went to the Cat Williams comedy show for New Year's.
I saw a lot of my friends that, we all went to other schools. They go to the other U of I at Champaign, so I saw them. Nothing really, just kind of hung out and caught up.
I slept. I did a lot of sleeping, a good maybe 12 to 15 hours a day. Wake up, play on the computer, go back to sleep. I occasionally eat in between, so.
Relaxed mostly, simple stuff. Hung out with friends, did stuff, catch up on the, when school's, you don't have a lot of time for yourself, so mostly that.
For the most part over winter break, I took it easy. Had a pretty brutal semester and an even tougher one coming up, so I went ahead and just took it easy, went down, saw some family.
I stayed home most of it, hung out with my fraternity, and just caught up on hanging out with my family most of it.
It's easier to come back after winter break since you're ready. It's only 30 days out of the groove. So when you come back in, you want to get back on task.
Summer break, definitely, because it's a lot longer. It's 4 times the length of winter break, and I work and kind of lose track of, the grain of things, so definitely summer.
Summer break, because summer break you have more time and you really get into the good times, and it's just more of a hit getting back into the run-of-the-mill of school sometimes. Winter breaks, shorter, so naturally. Plus it's winter and a lot of people don't like winter, so I don't mind it myself.
Summer break, because it's been longer since I've done any writing or reading or math.
I think what they're doing is just trying to scare us. I mean, they've been postponing this whole, getting rid of all the different bus routes for so long that I think it's just to scare us a little, to make us want to pay. But I mean, it's not our fault. I mean, they should be also trying to get funding from other places. But since I use the CTA a lot, I would rather they keep all the lines.
I don't write it, so can't say it's my concern, but I take the metro sometimes, and they're having budget problems too, so I can see how it can be a real bitch if prices are jacked and lines are cut.
Hasn't affected me that much. My bus stop's still running. It's simple. I take the train, the Orange Line, and then I take another bus on Halstead, so it's simple.
I think it's a pretty lousy deal that, the state seems to have to pay for it and all that sort of business. I don't understand how it is that they're losing money, but we don't get to see their books anyway, so as far as that goes, I don't know. I'm not crazy about the cuts and all that sort of stuff, though.
I know my bus, if they don't get money, then they're gonna cut the bus that gets me to school. So, I don't know a lot about it. I just know that it's gonna be really hard for me to get to school if they cut it. I don't even know how I'm gonna get here. That's the bus that gets me here.
The mayor needs to step up to that because people don't realize how much the CTA benefits those around. And he doesn't realize how many people are going to be affected if the workers decide to go on strike. I personally have a family member who works for the CTA, and they've gone and talked back and forth about striking, but it not only impacts the people who ride it, but it impacts the people who work. They have families, they have children. So yeah, I really believe that the new plans that he's implemented may bring about a change.
It's getting ridiculous how all the fares are going up, and every couple of months it's going up, raising. I just think it's putting a lot of families in a position where they can't really do much, especially if you have a lot of kids or you're a low income family. I think it really plays a major impact on those people. Just think they need to really get that together, get it fixed. Whatever they need to do, they need to do it.
I'm not really for it. I mean, if it doesn't affect my bus, I guess I'm okay with them cutting it, I guess.
Breaks my heart because I'm from Skokie. We got our yellow line and they might get rid of it. And I don't know how am I gonna go home. I'm gonna have to go to Howard. What am I gonna do? And a lot of my favorite buses gonna be gone. And my commuter friends, fare's gonna go up. They're gonna be so upset. And you know, delays and stuff. Makes me sad. Breaks my heart.
Well, they need to have all the trains and buses because most people that work in the city take the train, and without it, you know, it's gonna be harder for them to get to work.
They're talking about letting senior citizens ride for free, which would be pretty cool since they deserve it and stuff. But at the same time, I think students need to ride a little bit cheaper than the average person since all our money is going on tuition. I mean, it's enough the University of Chicago has all our money. I don't think there's one college kid that's already settled down with all the money and everything invested in tuition.
I don't take the CTA. I don't like to take the CTA, so I don't really follow up on it. But I heard that they're giving senior citizens free rides. I think that's a good idea.
I think it's gonna be a great election, something new from both sides. Either the first female or the first African American. So, I mean, election basically rubs off on society. Who would have thought in 2008 you'd have a female running as well as an African American? So one way or another, it's going to be different for the whole nation.
I think Obama needs a chance now, and he sounds really good. And I really think he can make a difference, just like how it's a difference if he gets into office.
I guess Obama's looking pretty good. He's a well-rounded individual.
I support the Green Party, and right now I'm supporting Kent Mosplay. You know, he's, you know, a lot of the topics he talks about with, you know, immigration and, you know, just trying to get the U.S. back on track seems like a lot of the things that I'd want to happen. So right now he's got my support. I mean, I hear a lot about Ron Paul and Barack Obama, but, you know, sometimes, you know, it's the people that you never suspect, you know, they'll have like the answers. So I'm thinking that if we get enough supporters, if the Green Party can make it, they could probably make a big decent change.
Ron Paul really got my attention. I mean, the way he it's just the changes that he wants to make and the way he speaks, it's just like it makes so much a difference. It doesn't sound like everybody else. And then even though he's a Republican, he's from Texas, and it's like everybody will hear that and they'll assume some stuff about him. But when you hear him speak, when you hear him what he wants to do, it's just it's different, and it really got my attention.
I'm really interested in this election from a spectator standpoint just to see what happens. It's the first time when any kind of minority has really had a shot at it, you know, and so it's just going to be interesting. Whatever happens, it's going to be interesting.
I watched the debates, I guess, but it was more of just like to be there and watch it. I don't know. I was following it on Facebook. I know I watched a lot on the insurance stuff because I know in college it's hard to get insurance.
I believe that we have a lot of good candidates. I believe that Obama and Clinton are going to be neck and neck per se. They have a lot of good qualities, but I don't think it boils down to anything racial or sexist like people are making it out to be. I think it basically is people want to change. We've been in the war in Iraq for a really long time, and people just tend to just want the troops home. They want the smaller things like better health care, like the CTA. That all falls into what the president can do for us and how he can run it when he gets in office. So I believe if you're gonna go out and vote, vote for the person who you believe is gonna make a change in America today.
For the first time, we have a African American candidate as well as a woman candidate. So I just think that might kind of split our votes on the Democratic end. But I really think in the end it's going to be between those two, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton.
I grew up in a very Democratic family, so pretty much whoever the Democratic primary will be, I'll vote for them. Barack, hopefully. That's who I'm leaning towards, I guess. But doesn't matter who's in there in that seat. I'm gonna vote Democrat, definitely.
I love Obama. He's good looking. No, I'm just
That's
kidding.
the criteria? What is the
No, I
criteria?
actually met him a couple years ago at Barnes & Noble for a book signing, and he was just such a great guy. He's charming, but I think he's gonna be great. I hope he wins. I like Hillary too, she's cool. I mean, it's my first election I can vote in, so I'm excited for that, and I will definitely register.
Wars are gonna go on every single day. Just like at recess, the bully's always gonna pick on the innocent kid. So I mean, let them fight till no one's left standing. It really can't go one way or another about who's right and who's wrong, since I don't even think the people fighting know why they're fighting for.
I just feel like there's more personal reasons behind all of it than actual reasons for being there, because we've done what we had to do for our own protection, and now they're just there for, nobody really knows why. Do you know why? Tell me, because everybody has their own opinion about it.
As a past hippie, and I guess still hippie in a way. Of course, my hair used to be down to my shoulders, and I'd be running around hippie Arizona with my guitar, singing Kumbaya and whatnot. But I mean, how can I say war is a good thing? But you know, maybe sometimes it has to be done. Maybe sometimes you just gotta know when to get out there, play your cards right. If you can't do it at all. So it seems like what they're doing now is just kind of wasting time. They're not really doing anything to, what's the word? Seems like they're just kind of, you know, getting around.
I think it's about time we end it. I mean, it's been going on for so long. I mean, it's like, I don't even know why we're there anymore. That's how long it's been going on, it feels like. So, I mean, if we could just end it now, you know, bring the world to peace, you know, just be a little bit easier for everybody. When it all started, you know, it was about nuclear weapons and the fact that we were trying to find, you know, bin Laden and Hussein. But I mean, Hussein's dead now, you know, they hung him. Bin Laden, they still can't find him. So, I mean, it's just pointless to keep, you know, disrupting these people's lives, putting our people in, you know, in this, you know, big, you know, predicament where they're gonna get killed. And I mean, it's about time we got a break.
I felt that it was necessary, that either way there was no way around it, we would have to go to war. I felt that it was executed wrong. I think that's the problem. And I feel that the country or the people in power just don't want to admit that they're wrong. They don't want to admit, because I mean, that'd be a disaster. Oh yeah, we were wrong. We shouldn't have gone in there, or we shouldn't have done this. This doesn't sound it looks like a weakness. So they'll change up their ideas, and that's why people say, oh, you lied to us. You know, people will claim other stuff. And it's basically, you know, they just don't want to admit it anymore, and that's why it keeps going on, and they can't stop, and they won't stop until someone else does something about it.
I'm in the National Guard, so I've been to Afghanistan a couple of times. I've been in support of both of those operations as far as deployment goes. It's a mixed bag as far as that goes. I think we're doing good. I don't think that we're getting an accurate picture from the media, from what I've seen and what we're getting. On the whole, I want to believe that we have a strategy here. I feel real good about Afghanistan, Iraq. I want to believe that we have something really good, and I just don't know what it is.
I know a lot of people that went to Iraq. I mean, like, I don't know, from things that I've heard, like a lot of people are like for it, a lot of people are against it. I'm really kind of in the middle. I've never really been a big political person.
It started off as one thing, it snowballed into another, and now I don't even know what we're there for anymore. I was talking to a friend today, and she said people don't even mention it anymore. The only people who are really aware that there is a war are our troops who are out there fighting, and they're the ones who are enduring the pain and suffering, not us back home. So I think that's the one thing that people need to think about when they're thinking about the war in Iraq, and is it stupid, is it not stupid, or whatever their opinions may be. Think about the people who are over there. We have, you know, we're lucky to be here, to be able to go to school and to be able to go on break in March and go home on weekends, but they're over there fighting and they've put their lives on the line. So I really think that it should come to an end, because I believe, have done enough damage already, and hopefully the new president who comes into office will make that happen.
Well, I just think we need to bring our troops home. I feel like they're fighting a pointless war over something that a lot of people aren't even sure that we're fighting about.